Okay, I gotta make this quick. I didn't even have time to film any of the stuff I've been doing the last couple of days for reasons I'll explain later. But first off, here we go. I got this thing back on there after several weeks. Got it cleaned up, painted, got the rubber coating on the bottom half. This half's just been painted. Got new fan, new fan clutch. The fan's been painted. All the pulleys have been painted. Valve covers are painted. AC system's been rebuilt. Master cylinder's brand new. Brake booster's cleaned up. And pretty much everything else is pretty much done for the front. Just gotta put it all back together. And that's all I got for now, so I'll tell you more later. Phew, it's too hot out here. Let me bring you up to speed. Long story short, as I mentioned probably in one of my last videos, I'll be working a little more. I'll be working on my El Camino a lot more than I have been, for two reasons. One, I got a time limit that I set myself, as in I give myself this much time to actually install it. Whoa, hello. Garbage. Install it, finish it, or at least get it mostly finished. Two, I'll be working on it a lot more because I don't have a job. But I'm not worried about that. I'll worry about that later. I got some odd jobs and small stuff I can do with my dad, so I can make a little money, pay my bills, and not worry about it. Alright, that's that. So, first off, here's the air cleaner. It's sitting here like this, and partially sanded because it was super tacky. It still kind of is. When I may have mentioned this the other day. I may not have, I don't remember. May not have. That the air cleaner, unfortunately. Okay, well, that just settles it. I'm gonna have to wire brush the whole thing again. I put 2 coats of paint, but after several days of letting it dry, I put on 2 coats of clear, satin clear. And unfortunately, the clear would not dry because the paint underneath was still wet, and no matter what I could do, I couldn't get it to settle. I let it sit for 6 days, and it was still just tacky as all can be. And even now, after I sanded it, I sanded the crap out of it, wet sanded by the way, both with heavy grit and light grit to see if I can smooth it out. The lid on the inside is still like, I can put my hand on it and it wouldn't come off my hand. The other part's not so bad, but if I'm going to do one, I'm going to do the other. I hate to do that again, but to be honest, there's just no way this is going to work. So probably tonight, I might show you, I might not. So watch. See? I shouldn't do that. I should be able to go. It's not sticking to my fingers. This one is like. So. The only thing I'm gonna do, the only thing I can do is wire brush it as best I can. Or actually, I might just wire brush the tacky spots, which. It's pretty much both of them, so I'm not gonna worry about that. Pardon the noise. I'm gonna close my garage door. All right. Well, I have some good news. Ta-da! Well, we got the shroud, we got the radiator installed. I filled it with fluid. It's mostly full. We were going to start it just to see if it would start. Well, it started for about a half second, but it ran out of gas and just sputtered and quit. When we tried to turn it over again, as with the first time, the battery was just dead. Now we don't have a battery charger right now, so we'll have to wait till somebody gives it back to us. But in the meantime, it's put back together, and yeah, it's been put back together, and it did run for a few moments, but then it, like I said, it quit. So that'll still give me some time to get this thing taken care of. I'm not going to paint it this goofy color. I changed my mind. I'm going to paint it a black. Let's see. I think this is it right here. Yes. It's going to be a semi-gloss black. Oops. I think that's what it was to begin with anyway. If the battery had enough power, I'd show you the spray nozzles that I fixed, but it doesn't have enough power for that, really. Alright, it's too hot out here. Here, I have an idea. First off, let's see what the temperature, or the thermometer says. The thermometer says it's 108. Well, let's see what my talking thermometer tells me. Spot on. Alright, well, that's that. I'm gonna turn the light off and go inside and cool off. Oh, I can't wait till fall. I'll be doing so much more work on this thing. Hopefully. I don't know, some people are really going to say, well, you know, if you were start in the morning, you do this and that. Well, yes, that's true, but you have to be able to wake up in the morning, which I can't. I can, well, that's a long story. I'll tell you later. In the meantime, thanks for watching. Alright, it's much later this evening now, about midnight actually. Only time I can actually do this where it's not too hot, but it's hot enough. What I'm going to do is spray paint only the top halves, or one half of these, and then take it inside my house and dry it, and let it dry overnight. And tomorrow I'll do the same thing. Come out here and flip it over, paint the other side and the edges, carry it back inside and let it dry over day. Let it dry another day, and then I'll give it, I guess then I could give it its clear coat after a day of driving, after a day of drying. After a day of drying, and then I'll give it its clear coat, one coat of that, I guess. We'll call that good. I might not even do it. Alright. Much better, I think. It looks much better than the orange color. Yeah, the orange color would have stood out, but you know what? I do like a little bit of originality. Alright, well, that's that. That's about a day's worth of work. Because, A, it's still almost 100 degrees out here. B, this was a nightmare to have to re-wire brush. Alright. I'm going to grab another piece of paper, go inside my house and set it up on my table. I'll carry these one by one in there. Let this side dry, and tomorrow I'll flip it over, do the same. And then let that dry for another day. I'm repeating myself, but I'll do it anyway. Let that dry for another day, and then maybe I'll put clear coat on it. No, just one light coat, and just something to help give it a little more protection against scratching. And that's it. Anyway, thanks for watching.